morning, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a change of plans here. Not nothing major, but we met with the customer yesterday. He kind of changed his plans a little bit. We're still going to build the pond, we think. None of the dirt near the pond is good, so we're going to have to get all of our dirt from up above the pond, basically up here where I'm sitting. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I went down and dug a bunch of test holes down to the bottom, and there's clay down there, but it's about 8 feet in the ground. It's just not, like I was telling my dad, it's just not economical to go after that clay. You're gonna have to strip 8 feet of just, it's really sandy, really powdery dirt. Not good for building a pond down. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, the customer just wants, I don't know how far we're going. I guess as far as his checkbook desires, but that's kind of what we got going on today. We're just going to keep kind of picking all this little scrub brush is what I call it. We're saving all the big pretty trees, and we're just popping all this little stuff out of the ground. But there's absolutely, guys, I'm talking about phenomenal dirt up here on this ridge top. The best red dirt I've seen in a while, other than what's out at my farm. It's the best stuff I've seen by far. Just in terms of just bonding, and I mean it's coming out of the ground and it's already compacted. You know, it's crazy. I don't know why it's so compacted, but it just is, and it's great material. I'll go ahead and knock this little poplar over. He's right next to a real pretty. I think that's a red oak over there. But I'm just gonna be kind of digging this stuff out, scratching it out. It's a slow going process because this stuff's just little scrub brush stuff, so it takes a little while to get through it. There's just so much of it. I'm on a pretty steep little slope here too, so it doesn't make things much better. But that's kind of what we got going on today. It'll honestly probably be next week before we even start on the pond, now that he's added this stuff to the agenda. He said he bought 2 or 3 more acres this way, and he wanted some more of this cleared. I ain't not really sure why, but you know, I'm not gonna tell the guy no. You know, we're here, so. But it's definitely aggravating little stuff. You can see what it's doing. It's just breaking off top of the ground. You got to get down in the ground and scratch it out. I don't know what he's doing. He's just sitting back there in La La Land. Get the bulldozer in here, get the clearing. He's gonna make a god awful mess with that bulldozer clearing this little stuff. He'll have more dirt than anything in it. That's alright. I'll just have to pick through it. Screw it, sunball's bright. I know if it's bright for me, I know it's bright for y'all. I'm gonna actually shut this, open this, because I can't see diddly jack out of that windshield, and I know you guys probably can't. With the sun shining in the way it is like that. These are gonna be aggravating up here. Guys, nothing too fun today. This little truck brush, it's a pain in the ass more than it is anything. It's hard to get a good clean product. It needs mulched. I mean, that's the God's honest truth. Like, I hate mulching stuff, because you're so much better off to just mulch this stuff. Because I mean, this is what you get. It's not. It just won't. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not big enough yet where you can grab it, rip it out of the ground, like rake it out with the teeth. Like normally you can grab this tree right here and it's stout enough that it'll rip right out, but it's not. And the root system and the bottom half of the little sapling are staying in the ground, and the top's just breaking off. I'm having to like rip through that shit, kind of dig it out. It's pretty frustrating. I still don't know what he's doing. He's just sitting up there, not doing nothing. He needs to grab a babysitter or something. Probably end up rolling a damn crack on the side of this mountain. Sitting on this side of this hill, and it's took a lot of fuel away from me. Alright guys, let me call you back. Alright folks, we're back. I've just been hammered down, but had a bunch of phone calls today, but this is kind of what we've done so far. We started way up there, cleared this. He wants to leave about a 20-foot buffer from the road this way. I don't know how far to my left that he wants to go, so I'm just going to head off down the hill right here for now. We'll clear all the way down to the pond, edge of the pond, and if he wants to keep going, we will. I just don't want to clear too far one way where we can't stay within what he wants to spend and square it off. We can get down to the end of the ravine. So I'm gonna stop right here for now. I'm basically just making a big square here. I'm gonna go cheat here in a little while. Get on the down mistake, but this is what I've got going on right now. Just trying to break all these saplings out. They're getting a little bigger, so they're getting a little easier to pull out of the ground. About 90% of them, like this little dude right here, 90% of them you can take and wrap your tooth around it like this and pop it right out of the ground. But there's a lot of softer trees, like the poplar trees here, they're very soft, very, very soft. They really end up ripping in half, because the ground's stronger, the root system's stronger than the middle of the tree, so it ends up just ripping it in half, and then I've got to take and kind of job the teeth and kind of pick it out of the ground. It's a little aggravating, but what you got to do sometimes. It'd have been a lot better to mulch this. This is just the perfect. This is really the perfect size stuff to mulch. But we don't have a mulcher, and the rental store doesn't have a mulcher. I've got a video coming out yesterday, explaining that. We call it the cat store. We're gonna rent skits here and a mulcher. Our skits here tied up with our other crew from the swimming pool. So we were gonna rent a mulcher and a skid steer, come out here and mulch all this stuff. Natural gas pipeline going like right where we are now. It's a big government thing for gas. Those pipeline guys are just closing down our rental store. They've got everything rented out. Our rental store bought 80 brand new mulchers just because people that use them all the time or need them, they can't get them because the pipeline guys are selling them all rented out. So it's good for the rental store, but all the other contractors that aren't on this pipeline deal kind of screws them up. Drop on would be perfect. All over the bottom. But yeah, this is what I've got going on right now, guys. Just trying to get all this stuff cleaned up. Trying to punch a hole out down here. Trying to save all the trees I can. I'll probably save a few beech trees. It's really not really easy because some of the like 10 years ago. Any nice tree, they've grown. They were after the timber. They weren't in here trying to save trees and make sure it looked pretty and everything. They got their logs and they got gone. That's what loggers do. And I don't blame them. Make a property look better. They're here to get the timber out of it. Do a little better job, in my opinion. They really do. They make especially when they stack their tops. They leave the top later when they cut the tree. End up covering the stump up, and then the guy that's got to come in and find those stumps, he's got to soar back. running through there, you know, gets through the dash of the bulldozer, trying to find the stumps. Ends up hitting one with the blade. Kind of like, I did it with a track up yesterday. I was like, I ain't about to run through this thicket, this bulldozer and hang a stump, fly through the front windshield. It don't matter, even if you're running pretty slow, you hit one of them stumps, you're gonna feel it. So yeah, like I said, guys, we'll try to get back in the groove of making these videos for you guys. We got some good jobs coming up. If the customer left us get the dirt, but he doesn't, he probably won't be getting them on. There's nothing down there in that home bottom to build them on all the dirt. He's got all the dirt up high here on this hill. He's got the steel, but he's going to make a bloody mess. It's not like it's going to make a horrible mess. Oh, these teeth, man. They just absolutely drive me freaking bonkers. Get out of there. God almighty. This is what happens. I get a fucking tree hung in the teeth. Damn, I hate these teeth. It's a real good thing I only give $500 for this bucket. That's the way it says. It's an expensive bucket. I'll give $500 for it. But here, I'll just show you. See those big, I don't know what they are, just the way the tooth is made. It's where the keeper goes onto the shank that holds the tooth on. But stuff gets wedged in between there. All the damn, these little trees are perfect. I'm talking about perfect size to get wedged in there. And sometimes you can't get it out. And in that case, when you got a tree that's 25 foot long and it's stuck long ways, I can't do nothing. I'm gonna whack a cab with the damn tree if I don't get the tree out. So, a little aggravating, to say the least. I'm just trying to be on the conservative side here for the customer. Don't want to, clear too much and then not be able to, get everything cleared over to where the clearing stops. Somebody's bush hog didn't maintain it over the years. Didn't do this, and it all run through up. I mean, this is 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 worth of radio growth. Just this little sample. Soft. But I'm gonna square this off and punch out down here at the bottom of the field here. Work on getting this square hogged out, piled up. Kind of wait to see what the weather does, wind wise. After October to March of next year, we have to have a burn permit. And it's not a super tough thing to get. You're not in the city limits. This job is it's not as hard to get a permit, but here in the city limits, you gotta have a burn permit no matter what. But it's the wind. I'm pretty sure they can start wind reading off the dam. I call it the Bat Tower in Nashville. It's a big high-rise building. I think they've got a wind meter up on the dam. The tallest building in Nashville, and if it's blowing 10 miles an hour in Nashville, they won't give you a permit. Wind doesn't even really have to be blowing in Cookville. But if it's blowing in Nashville, buddy, they ain't giving you one. Pond job we were on. Got a little bit of brush to burn. Days work. And I think we waited a week on the burn from the city. It was ridiculous. It's one of the most frustrating things I've ever had to deal with. We get to the job. Trying to stay busy and find things that we can be doing. And while we waited on that permit, the damn wind wasn't blowing at all where we were at. They wouldn't give us a permit. We just asked them. They wouldn't tell us. We just asked them, like, where did you get your wind reading from? The wind's not blowing at all around here where we're working. So, all right, guys, I'm done rambling about that. I'm going to keep hammering down here, try to punch out this bottom down here, get all this stuff cleaned up. I'll give you guys some video here later on today, show you what I've done. And that's probably the end of the video by the time I'm these two and kind of get you a little bit more footage towards the end of the day. Probably be a video, guys, but if you made it this far, like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and start getting some more videos out for you guys. Trying to get back in the groove anyway. But, I'm going to finish hogging all this out down to this corner here, and we're going to start working our way back to the where they stop, pretty much where they've been maintaining. Well, I wasn't going to set that off over anyway, I'm going to turn this camera off, guys. I'll see you guys back on here in a little bit. Well, folks, I didn't even really want to turn the camera on because this place looks like a bomb went off. I have cleared probably 4 acres today, 3.5. I've got it all piled up. I've done no grading. I haven't ran the back dump, and really probably just going to end up pushing these piles because this camera doesn't do this justice how steep this is. It's very steep, but that's a wrap for today. I got all that down there cleared. All of this from basically this tree around through here, basically right where I'm standing, and all the way over was all wooded. Just stuff like that, little perennial growth. So I've just been a little slow going today. Got a lot of little wild stops sticking up. I'll get those with the dozer. Gonna clip this off one good time, push all my brush down there. We're gonna burn. There's a sinkhole down there. Luckily our pond stops somewhere about 60 yards to the left of that sinkhole, but we're gonna put all our brush in that sinkhole down there and get rid of it, set it on fire, burn it, and then we'll just cover up all the ashes with all this root matter that we gather up with the dozer. left these trees. He said he wanted all the nice hardwood trees we could leave. Still not decided if I'm gonna get that big beech or not. I can't stand beech trees, but if he likes them, I'm happy with it. But guys, I mean, this is very, very steep right here, so gonna end up pushing all these trees down this hill. Gonna pile them up down there and then stack them in there with an excavator. Keep the pile as clean as I can. But that's gonna be a wrap on this one today, guys. I got a lot cleared today. Unfortunately, you've got to make a mess before you can get anywhere in life most of the time. Trying to be as efficient as possible while still making good progress. But we'll get it cleaned up. We always do. Always end up with a really good finished product. But here's where the pond's going down here. Basically, if you can see, we're gonna dam up that valley from somewhere about that dead tree there. I gotta clear that hillside off, clear all that stuff off the back side of the dam, and we're gonna tie it in somewhere over there and make all this just one big pond down there in this bottom. And it'll go, I'd say it'll probably go somewhere. It'll be a 2.5, 3 acre pond, I'd say, by the time we're done. We got to get all of our red dirt from up here because all the dirt down in that bottom is trash. So that'll be an interesting thing, but we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to get the video out from yesterday, try to get it up today. Just got a lot going on right now, meeting with contractors and stuff, trying to get the ball rolling on my barn dominium I'm getting ready to build. So I just don't have a ton of free time, but we're coming right along. We're gonna kind of be in cleanup mode tomorrow. Customer's supposed to meet with us tomorrow afternoon, see if he wants to keep going that way or get everything cleaned up and start on the pond. So y'all stay tuned. This is gonna be a big project here for us, and a lot of dirt to move. That's gonna be a big pond dam down there. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be a wrap on this one. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that watches and comments and everything like that. So we will see you guys on the next one.